Now let us try to understand this 7152 measurement and traceability. What does it mean? That means your equipment is calibrated. You got that calibrated, maybe internally or maybe through external lab. You got that calibrated. Now what is like? What about that master? You have suppose your equipment, right? That is your equipment. That could be any equipment. Could be vernier caliper. Could be your micrometer. So this your equipment got calibrated with master, right? So now this master should also be calibrated. So that master is calibrated through the another master. Okay, X. Now what is the traceability? And they should be traceable. That is called traceability. Traceability, your equipment is calibrated by some master. That master itself is calibrated, and that itself is calibrated like that. So there is a traceability, right? So how you need to go? You have to go that way upward, but at least you should be aware whatever the master which is used for the calibration of your equipment. Let's say the slip gauges are used for the calibration of digital vernier caliper. In that case, you should be aware that how those which master has been used and what is the traceability of that master. That should be known, and that should go to the. That's how the NABL and all these kind of traceabilities will come. So let's try to understand this clause requirement. Measurement and traceability. When measurement traceability is a requirement or is considered by organization to be essential. When you think that yes, we need to have the measurement traceability of providing confidence to the validity of measurement result, measuring equipment shall be. Why do you need to have this traceability? Because that will provide you confidence on your result. The equipment shall be calibrated, they should be calibrated, or they should be verified, right? Or both at specified interval. So when you say calibrated, you find out the error. When you say verified, you check that against some certain standard, right? For example, a verification example could be wherein you have this weighing machine and you have this standard weight, and then what you do, you verify that with the help of the standard weight, you just verify and see whether the right reading is shown or not. So that could be an example of verification. Okay, when we say calibration, that will be like you will come up with the error which is there, right? At specified interval prior to use against measurement standard traceable to international. Now this is very important. Your equipment is calibrated to whom? That equipment is calibrated to whom? So that should be traceable to international or national measurement standard. And if there is no such standard, on the basis used for calibration verification shall be retained as documentary information. If there is no traceability, if there are some equipment when there is no traceability, in that case you should maintain this, retain, keep a record that on what basis you have qualified. Identified in order, yes, they should be identified. That means the identification number should be there for all the equipments calibrated, all the equipments which are under calibration or which goes for calibration. Safeguarded. That means protect them for what? From what? Protect them, safeguarded from adjustment. Okay, damage. It should not be damaged. Deterioration. It should not deteriorate. Deteriorate means wear and tear. That's a deterioration. That would invalidate the calibration status. What do invalidate? Invalidate means that the calibration result will not be okay, will be wrong, and subsequent measurement result. So this is very, very important. How you safeguard safeguard from adjustment, right? There could be some lock. There should be, it could be that that equipment is available only, not left at the shop floor. It is with the quality inspector, or you keep that instrument in the a box, a safe box, so that if it falls down, it should not be damaged. So you decide, right, what are the ways through which you prevent the deterioration, or what are the ways through which you prevent the damage. The organization shall determine if the validity of previous measurement result has been adversely affected when measuring equipment is found to be unfit for the intended purpose, and shall take appropriate action. Okay, try to understand this. Let's say that today is X date, okay, and you found that your instrument is not calibrated, okay, or it is calibrated, but the readings are not okay. Let's say readings are not okay. Then you try to find out, okay, how many days back. Let's say if you're doing some weekly kind of internal calibration, let's say 7 day back, you found that was okay. That means all that material which you find out that when the last time it was okay. So last time could be 7 days, last time could be like 3 months, or it could be 1 month, it depends. So whenever you found that your equipment is unfit for use, right? So you should try to find out the when previously it was okay, and all that material which is in between, that will basically be called suspect product. And in that case, if that is sent to customer, you should verify. There are different methods could be applied on sampling basis. Also, you should verify that distance should not, that it should not happen that you have given wrong decision, or you may end up receiving line rejection or the customer complaint. That should not be the case. That's the reason all that material which is you say that is sent to customer, that is a suspect product, you take appropriate action. So they have not written what action you take, they have written appropriate action as necessary, as required, you take the action. That action could be 200% inspection. That inspection could be going and inspecting at the client side, or your final dispatch, or the customer incoming inspection, if that has gone so far. So that you define what could be the appropriate action. Or what you did, when you calibrated, you found that okay, and what you did, that all that material you verified and you found that on the sampling basis, maybe you found that it's okay. So maybe this instrument is not okay for last 1 month or 2 months. It has become not okay only in last 1 or 2 days. So that's how, like, you can also identify by cross verification. Okay, so note the clarification: a number of other identified traceable to device calibration meets the intent of the requirement. So whatever like way you define how the traceability can be established, that should be made. This is very, very important. So measurement is a process of determining assigned values. So it's just a definition. What also you need? Calibration plan, you need calibration certificate, you need calibration reports. Yes, the reports could be internal, the reports could be external. It's not necessary that you always go for external calibration. You can go for internal calibration within your organization, right? But there is a requirement for both internal as well as external. We'll also see that requirement. Okay, so how this need to be implemented: make a calibration plan and carry out the calibration as per plan. Identify the calibration should be carried out external, or the calibration should be carried out internally. So this is what you need to identify, whether the calibration need to be carried out externally, or whether the calibration need to be carried out internally. So this is what you need to identify. Thank you very much. I hope you got the understanding of this clause requirement.